Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. I was not expecting news on a Wednesday, but here we are. So just like my video from this morning, where I was just asking for suggestions on what the name should be for this community stuff pack, yep, this one is about that pack, but it's about the development process of an individual object. In this case, it's a shelf that will be going into the final product. So this blog post starts off saying, okay, so you've all voted on some objects for The Sims 4's new community voted stuff pack. Cool. Now what? What happens next? Well, let's go through the concept art process to see how the initial images you voted upon are going to get additional conceptualization and fleshing out, as well as what exactly that entails. Here we go. Final selection. This is an example of one of the objects the community voted on. At this stage, you can see we give it just enough detail to get the idea across. When an object like this is selected by the art director, or in this case, you, it moves on to the next stage of concepting. Polish phase. Now the concept artist creates a guide for the object. We do this so the modeler can understand what the concept artist and the art director think it should look like. First, we make orthographic drawings, front, back, and side view, so we can see the scale of the object next to a sim. This is often when we make design changes. In this case, we adjusted the shelf heights so there's enough room for players to place decorations. We also optimized the design to conserve polygons. For example, we removed a couple of round balls of yarn. Round things cost lots of polygons, and replaced them with a stack of craft paper. Next, the concept artist renders a polished 3/4 view of what the object should look like in the game. Yeah, this does look a lot similar to what we're used to seeing, and I like this shelf so far. I think it looks pretty nice. Then we add reference images to make how each part should look clearer. If there's a texture like the wood grain, or a graphic like this fox, we call out what image files should be used. So you can see they do use Photoshop because they do have .psd at the end of these texture files, and I just found that interesting because I'm always curious to see what specific programs they use for video game development. And then we also call out some technical details. You can see on the left there is a scale comparison between the size of a human sim compared to the new floor shelf that we're getting here. And then there's stuff about material speculars. I'm not really sure about how all that stuff goes. And then they also list the tile dimensions, 2x1x3. And then there's instance shaders, which is no, FX support, which is also a no, which I guess makes sense. This is not Realm of Magic. I would not expect circles or sparkly things to fly out of it. And it's not tileable, which makes sense. I would not expect to be able to place these two seamlessly next to each other. And then full bright and light map, I'm not entirely sure what those are talking about, but those are also no. But since this is just mainly a decor object, I'm not really expecting a lot of yeses on this anyway. Next, we have color variants. All of the color variants are also noted. We add color chips to tell the modeler exactly what colors they should use and whether that set has any patterns or textures. So we can see there are 16 different swatches here, and I'm surprised that there's 4 different ones just for the white swatches alone. But yeah, looks like there is going to be a decent amount of choice here. But I wish maybe there was a little bit more for the wood textures, because I think set 11 is my favorite out of these. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite. I also like the yellow and the pink. I think those are nice and vibrant. And I guess the white swatches are alright. I'm just surprised that it has that many more than the other ones. But it is good that we are getting plain whites and black swatches, because I know there's been issues in the past with objects not really having plain swatches, making them far less versatile, even if they might be objects that you really love. It's just, oh no, they only fit with certain objects because they're only in these certain very colorful colors that don't really go as well with other things. And then that's pretty much it for this blog post. As it says, conclusion, that's it for concept. If the guide has all these elements, the modeler should have all they need to make your object. we hope you've enjoyed this behind the scenes look at the upcoming stuff pack. And I enjoyed reading this. I would love to see more of it, especially since this one was focused on objects, so maybe they can do one that focuses on one of the new Create a Sim items. Still no news on the exact dates for the title and icon vote, but I'm still hoping next week. Hopefully next week, since SimGuru Ninja did say that we are supposed to be getting that mid to late April, and well, it's April 15th today, so it's mid-April. I'm just not expecting it super soon like this week, but hopefully next week. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know what you think of this blog post in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!